That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's freaking awesome.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Oh. Before I started rapping, if you niggas heard my...
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another Deadpool Party reaction video. I'm about to react to WatchMojo.com's top 10 running out of oxygen movie scenes. Let's get it. I saw the thumbnail and Total Recall was, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was kind of bugged out. Look, that's
sometimes
like the only moment in
breathless. And
memory I think of losing oxygen film. That's like the top one. That scene was crazy with him and the girl, and their eyes bugging out on the planet on Mars or something. The thing broke and the eyes and tongue bugging out.
I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Okay, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Okay.
Without your space helmet, Dave, we're going to find that rather difficult.
For this list, we're looking at the scenes in cinema where people's lives are on the line. The air is thin, and the stakes are as high as they get. Beyond the standard one scene per movie limit, we're leaving the list open to all potential entries, as long as the scenes in question contain someone losing oxygen and struggling to survive.
What happened to the oxygen?
A spoiler alert is probably in order.
We have to make our way to the space station.
Gravity.
Over there.
Number 10, buddy breathing.
Gravity was
Sanctum.
okay when I saw it, but it wasn't as good as people said it was.
Sometimes the bond of friendship just isn't enough. At least, that seems to be the case here.
Frank, get me to the air.
Okay.
Come on, Frank, get me to the air now.
During a diving excursion, Frank notices fellow diver Jude's tank seems a little off. And then the oxygen hose comes loose.
Hi, you got a bit of a leak. Let me take a look.
What do you mean? When?
The two scramble to act as Jude's begins suffocating, even going so far as to start sharing a breathing mask.
Frank, don't do it. We're gonna lose you both.
However, in her panicked state, Jude starts hogging the mask. Frank needs to make a tough decision to ensure they don't both die down there. Of course, with his team watching on a monitor, he'll have some difficult questions to answer later.
See? You just fucking yanked so much away from her.
Number 9, one final gambit, Event Horizon.
Okay. Alright, okay. That's a good one.
Why is this shit gonna happen to me?
When in doubt, resort to extreme measures.
All right, I get back to the show.
That's a scary film too, man.
It's probably this line of thinking that drives
that could
Cooper,
be on like
a crew
my
member on the Lewis and Clark
Sweet Scary
vessel,
Saturday
when
list
he is
right
left
there.
floating in
That
space
film has
after a ship's
some
destruction.
crazy scenes and creatures in it. And, ugh.
Clinging to one part of
Nightmarish.
the ruined craft, terrified, and with limited oxygen in his spacesuit remaining, Cooper makes the decision to reroute his oxygen and use it as propulsion to get back to the titular ship, Event Horizon.
Oh, this better work. This shit better work. All right.
It's a dangerous maneuver, but we respect him for making it.
Come on, yes! 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 Here I come, motherfucker!
Number 8, a friendly chat, Gravity.
Beautiful, don't you think?
What?
The sunrise.
Though Kowalski's eventual return is just as powerful a moment,
A little gloomy in here, isn't it?
How did you...
Trust me, it's a hell of a story.
there's a sort of beauty in this oxygen-deprived conversation between colleagues. Kowalski and Stone, played by George Clooney and Sandra Bullock respectively, float through space after a disastrous series of events.
Explorer's been hit.
As their oxygen supply dwindles, Kowalski tries to keep things light, asking Stone about home, habits, and her loved ones.
She was at school playing tag, slipped, hit her head, and that was it.
What follows is a heartfelt confession from Stone, whose soul-bearing monologue is both moving and a sign that things won't get any easier from here.
I wake up, I go to work, and I just try.
Number 7. Houston, we have a problem. Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Houston, we have a hard doc.
Based on a true story, Apollo 13 chronicles the efforts of 3 astronauts placed into an unenviable situation.
Gentlemen. This is true, like when yeah, true story, true running out of oxygen story. Like for real,
Immediately after a public broadcast, 3 days into their mission to land on the moon, Mission Control asks Apollo's crew to go over their spacecraft's functions and test everything, per a standard procedure.
Hey, we've got a problem here.
What did you do?
Nothing, I stirred the tanks.
And since this is unlucky Apollo 13 we're talking about, why wouldn't a technical malfunction occur? One of the 2 oxygen tanks explodes, firing fear in everyone present. The astronauts, their mission support team, and the audience.
Don't tell me how to fly the damn CM, all right? They brought me in here to do a job, they asked me to stir the damn tanks, and I stirred the tanks!
Jack, stop kicking yourself in the ass.
This is not my fault!
However, we do get an iconic line out of the ordeal.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Number 6, brutal decompression, total recall.
Number 6. It should be number 2 or number 1, man.
Simple but fitting. Late in
this
the
could be on
events
my
of
Sweet
the
Scary
Schwarzenegger
Saturday
classic,
list too. This
the
is
villainous
a scary
Governor
film too,
Cohagen
man.
gets thrown out of an airlock and onto the surface of
creatures
Mars.
and stuff.
Thus, we are privy to a villain's brutal demise, as he quickly succumbs to the lack of breathable air.
Yeah, when he had put the 3 fingers on thing.
While the scene is rather short, the cartoon-like way in which
I
can breathe, if not entirely pleasant to watch considering his evil deeds. Number 5, breaking out, angels and demons.
Why'd they shut down this system? They know we're down here.
How much do you suppose Robert Langdon wants to retire after this?
There's no power. There's no oxygen.
Can we get out?
The door is electronic.
Midway through an investigation into the theft of antimatter, the iconic Tom Hanks character and a Vatican guard find themselves trapped inside the Vatican archives.
Well, that's disappointing.
With their air supply cut off and the archives surrounded by bulletproof glass walls, you can see the desperation increase as their consciousness fades, even as Langdon makes a game effort of trying to escape. Hang in there, Professor. Number 4, Poole's Spacewalk, 2001, A Space Odyssey. The pod bay doors won't be opening this time. Poor Frank Poole. This astronaut could not have known that by going on a
Let's continue, okay? All right.
spacewalk, he was exposing himself to a cutting blow by an AI-controlled pod.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
His friend, Dave Bowman, has to watch as Poole is separated from his oxygen line and sent spiraling through space. The worst part is this. Even as Dave sees Poole grasping for air, the shipboard artificial intelligence HAL 9000 refuses to allow Dave to intervene. After all, Hal was the one who killed Frank.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
Number 3, Gallagher's Discovery, Red Planet.
Dizziness, skin will tingle, vision narrows, then shock.
This one was a close call. Sometime after touching down on the Red Planet, the crew of the Mars One ship finds themselves running short of breathable air.
Underwater or in space. Go over here. See, they used 2001 Space Odyssey twice.
Gallagher, oxygen supply depleted.
The remaining astronauts all assemble and prepare for their demise. It's actually fairly depressing, watching as 3 trained space explorers slowly accept their impending doom.
Pettingill, replace your O2 canister immediately.
Gallagher starts to succumb to suffocation first and removes his helmet, only to breathe in that sweet, sweet Martian air.
I can breathe. I can breathe.
That's quite the convenience, but we expect he is not complaining.
I don't know what the hell this is, but I'll take it.
Number 2, Noble Sacrifice, The Abyss.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
Heroism isn't dead, but did it really have to come at this cost? In James Cameron's 1989 film The Abyss, the Estranged couple Virgil and Lindsay Brigman find themselves knee-deep in a slowly flooding submarine.
So I've got a plan.
What's the plan?
I drowned and you tow me back to the rig.
No. No.
The situation only gets worse as Lindsay does the mental math and realizes there's no feasible way to save them both without sacrifice. Lindsay's choice to drown in the hope that she can be revived later, while Virgil takes the remaining diving suit and swims for help, is certainly brave. But that makes it no less tragic to watch unfold. Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Don't be ridiculous! Get back into your pod! You can't fit two people in there, you're gonna die! You'll die in seconds!
You gotta sneeze for me, pal. Can you do it? Sneeze, why?
Because I don't have enough oxygen to make it out. The human sneeze has been collecting over 100 miles per hour, and right now I'm inside your lung, buddy, and my only chance to make it out is for you to sneeze.
Okay, but how, though?
Where is he? Where is he?
He's in my lung. He's in the lung. He's in the lung. He's in the lung.
They're suffocating.
Tony, tell Jim.
Get us out of here. Stop eating your oxygen, damn you! Be still!
Number 1, Dr. Mann versus Cooper, Interstellar.
Excuse me, y'all. No, I've never
Two men
seen
grapple,
Interstellar,
only one man leaves. That's the setup for this scene in Interstellar. A rolling fight between Matt Damon's Dr. Hugh Mann and Matthew McConaughey's noble engineer, Joseph Coop Cooper, both of whom want to prevent the other from leaving the icy planet they're on.
But I knew that if I just pressed that button, and somebody would come and save me. You f***ing coward.
Mann prevails in the fight, though, as he fractures Cooper's helmet just enough to leave his former comrade suffocating.
Those are the best odds I've had in years.
As Coop struggles with his apparent final breaths, we get a dose of introspection from Mann, who establishes himself less as a villain and more as a flawed individual.
It's what drives all of us, and it's what's gonna save us. Because I'm gonna save all of us. For you, Cooper.
The scene's not bold or bombastic, but it gets the job done enough for a number 1 spot on our list.
Cooper, we're coming. Hang in there. Don't talk. Try to breathe as little as possible. We're almost there.
Do you agree with our list? What oxygen-deprived scenes do you enjoy? For more breathtaking top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Yeah, that's a great list right there. Yeah, Total Recall should have been higher. You know, that bug out scene. I need oxygen. Get to the chopper. No, that one was good. I'm trying to think of another film. Oh yeah, well, another Buried Alive film is Buried Alive, and the scene, the Wes Craven film, the Serpent in the Rainbow, when he gets, possessed, not possessed, but like get in a trance, like voodoo trance, and gets buried and stuff, and he's buried alive. So, okay then, that's a good list right there. If you like my reaction, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, and leave requests. I'm your boy Jay. This is another Deadpool Party reaction video. Peace, y'all.